Working a job you hate is an experience that I think most everyone who's had a job can relate to. I'll bet that maybe you have had a job you've hated. Maybe you still do. Were you able to quit? Or maybe you didn't have a choice and you have to continue working there, even in a job that doesn't feel good, that makes every day a chore, and that doesn't really align with your values. I've had a job like that. In fact, I've had many jobs like that. One of them comes to mind. I worked at Prada on Rodeo Drive right before they opened the new big gigantic flagship in 2004. They had a little store on the corner of Rodeo. Does Rodeo and Santa Monica? Right on the corner of Rodeo. There was the little Prada store, and there was one stock person, and I got a job as the second stock person. And I was supposed to move up and be a supervisor, a stock supervisor, when they moved into the new flagship, which was happening very quickly, very soon. Um, but I quit. They weren't happy. They weren't happy at all. They're opening a 16,000 square foot store with only one stock person and no one else trained. But but I did it. I had to. I had to for my own health. I quit. 20 years ago, that's crazy. I would have been there for 20 years if I hadn't quit. I had a friend that was so mad that I quit Prada. He was very impressed by labels and luxury brands, and he was so mad at me that I was quitting Prada, even though I was a stock person. I wasn't high up in the ranks of the Prada hierarchy, and there was quite a hierarchy there. Even among the staff, the sales staff, there was the management, the sales staff, and the stock people, two of us. And uh, it was clear that the salespeople looked at us as their servants. They would come and the stockroom. Okay, so at Prada, we had basically three sizes of everything in the store. Pretty much that's all. Uh, and when a client would come in, the sales staff would pull the clothes from the back room, the sizes they needed and the styles they wanted to show and try to sell, and remove the plastic, throw the plastic on the floor, run out with the sizes, and then afterward they would just come and basically throw all the clothes at us, the stock people, and we were expected to put the plastic back on and put them back in the right place and serve them. Also, whenever they sold something, we would wrap. We would wrap everything in a box and paper, and like wrapping a gift. I guess if you're buying like a $5,000 dress, you want to take it home in a box wrapped up. It seems a little wasteful now when I really think about it, but and that was like, hurry, 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 hurry. We can't let these clients wait because, money, they've got money. So that means they're better than us, and we have to serve them, and we have to serve them happily and quickly, and don't inconvenience them by making them wait 3 or 4 minutes while you neatly wrap that package. You got to wrap it fast and get it out the door. Oh, and put the little put a stamp on the receipt and fold the receipt neatly and put the receipt in an envelope and put the envelope in the package and pack it all in a bag, shopping bag. Well, meanwhile, the salesperson is standing there waiting, breathing down your neck. And I don't know why the salespeople didn't do any rapping as well. Why it was all up to us. But in the middle of keeping everything organized, accepting new shipments, making sure everything was entered into the system. We used to handwrite prices with a pencil on the tag in code so that it wasn't so obvious like a price sticker. It was in pencil, the price and all of that. I don't remember ever not being busy. And also I had to go deliver. I had to go deliver clothes. A lot of wealthy people, what they would do is they had sales staff that they normally dealt with. And the sales staff would call them and say, "Oh, we got in these new whatevers that I think you would love, and we'll send you some." And so they would send a bunch of clothes to the wealthy people. I remember Brad Pitt was one of the clients in our database. I remember sending him stuff. Madonna, there were dresses being sent to Madonna, and then the dress came back, and Madonna had found out that someone else had also been offered that same dress, so she couldn't take a chance on wearing a dress that someone else was wearing. God forbid you show up in a dress that someone else has worn at some point in their life. But just feeling used, feeling like a servant and not respected by my coworkers. Now, I've had other jobs in retail, not for luxury brands, where I feel like we didn't have that hierarchy. Of course, there wasn't a commission to be made either. I think the commission that the salespeople got was sort of made them more competitive with each other as well. They would come back as soon as these big boxes shipped from Italy would come with new stuff. And I had to go through it and make sure that everything was checked off on a list and priced properly. And the salespeople would come running back and they would be grabbing stuff out. And because they wanted to get it first for their client, because, the competition with the wealthy people, competition to be the only person wearing this certain item. But it was so stressful because me, as the person receiving this shipment, I had to make sure it was done properly. And they're grabbing stuff, and I'm like, wait, I have to check that off first. And no respect for me or for their other coworkers, sales staff that might have had clients that would like that piece as well. But it was dog eat dog in that place. It made me feel like, and I know, it's a business and it's, don't take it personally, but it just made me feel like people are horrible. All they care about is this expensive crap, and then there are these people fighting with each other to sell the expensive crap. And not to say that it was crap, because some of the clothes are very beautifully made. They definitely feel well made. Are they worth the price? I don't know. Well, they're imported all the way from Italy, so I guess you got to pay for all that importing and all the hands that have touched it from designing to manufacturing to shipping to receiving to selling, merchandising, selling. Yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, it just made me feel. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the feeling that people would screw each other over for a few dollars. That's what that place felt like. Uh, I remember one time, so Elton John came in, and in the stock room behind my desk, my little desk in the corner, there was this shelf. High up on the shelf, there was this fur throw, this white, I don't know if it was mink or what kind of fur it was. A throw that had been there since before I started, and I never really knew what it was, but whatever, it was there. And one of the salespeople came running back. Elton John's here. Get me that throw. So pulled down the throw. It was so dusty because it had been sitting there for so long, uncovered, and shaking out the dust. And they grab it and take the throw out to Elton John. I think the throw cost about $16,000. For some reason, that figure is stuck in my brain. It's like $16,000 big fur throw. And yeah, he bought it. And then, of course, I had to put it in a box and wrap it up and quick, quick, quick. Don't make the celebrities wait. And I have nothing against Elton John, by the way. I didn't see him or meet him. I just that he was out there. I didn't go out to see him or anything. So I don't know. I mean, he seems like a fine person. I have uh, nothing bad to say about him, but I just thought it was so funny because the perception of value, right? A person is paying thousands of dollars for this throw that had previously just been sitting on a shelf collecting dust. The perception of value, it just it's kind of funny to me that all it I mean it only all it meant to us, it was thrown up there, not in a dust cover, nothing, just sitting on the shelf. All it meant to us was like a chunk of money. It wasn't like we valued it for the craftsmanship or the animals that had died for that throw. It was just all about, put it up there, put it out of the way. If somebody rich comes in, we'll that we think will buy this, we'll sell it to them. And just daily daily situations like that just did not feel good to me. And I mean, I worked at Gap and Banana Republic for a long time as a merchandiser and as a merchandiser and a uh, visual person, you know, mannequins and stuff. And although that job had its challenges and wasn't always fun, at least I felt like the whole staff respected each other. It felt, I don't want to say like a family, but it felt friendlier. And maybe that has to do with my own feeling that that's where I belong, that I don't belong in a luxury boutique. I belong in a mass market company. And I'm not saying that fast fashion is good. It's just my experience of working there. And I don't work there anymore either. Today I saw a video on YouTube of Beverly Hills decorating and lighting up Rodeo Drive for holiday 2024. And there were these influencers all dressed up and prancing around and taking videos, and it just made me, uh, it just makes me ill, that whole culture of, oh, I'm better than you because I'm on Rodeo Drive and I can wear these expensive clothes and I have this expensive bag. And that whole culture is so sad to me. And it's sad that people actually fall for it. They're influencers because they influence. So evidently they're influencing somebody. And that's the state of the world.